I really just want to check on the audio quick because I changed my area and all of the different connections. So I just want to make sure that I sound as I would love to sound. So honestly, too, if you're there and you want to give me your thoughts on how I sound, I would so love that. Let me see if I can pull myself up here. I changed my area and all of the different connections. So I just want to make sure that I sound as I would love to sound. All right, let's see. Too, sounds a little bit. Give me your thoughts on how I sound. I would so love that. All right. Let's see that. I know you guys can hear me, so that's great. And that's a step in the right direction regardless. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I am super excited to come to you guys. It's been a little bit since I've come in live, but I really love to do these types of presentations because I think it's so important for you guys to understand that connection that we can have, that personal connection, and what it means to work with me and what that looks like. I think so often we have lots of, DMs and emails and things that go back and forth, but it can be really hard to convey what it is exactly that I do and how I help women get fit at home on their own time and their schedule. So what I wanted to do today was come in and break down for you what our December challenge was all about, what that means, what it includes, the pricing, answer any questions that you guys have, and get you started with us. December is Friday, if you hadn't known that already, right? We had an amazing Thanksgiving holiday weekend, and now we're getting ready for the next holiday. But I also feel like that doesn't mean that you can just like sit back. Like I was thinking about it the other day and how just excited I am to wake up every single morning with a plan, right? That health and fitness and nutrition isn't something that I have to worry about, that it's part of my day, that it's already part of my life, that it's already part of the plan. I get up, log in with my people, I do my workouts, I do my thing, I check in, I log my water, I log my, like all of the things are taken care of for me. It's a system, it's a plug and play system that I thrive on. And for those of you that might be following me on Instagram, I posted my stories today. Amazing feedback from one of my women that has been with me for quite some time now. But the really amazing thing about Rebecca and her story is that she's been kind of baby stepping it in. You know, she started with the fitness aspect, but was struggling with the nutrition part, right? And also struggling with that consistency part. So I brought her into the community and she linked arms with the other women and myself inside the community. So she had that accountability. She had that support and decided, okay, I'm going to try something with my nutrition, and was going along and found success and really just found amazing strength and all of the things that go along with making those changes, right? And then she got to the next step and she's like, I'm ready for the next thing. And we implemented a new workout, and that was something different that shocked her system. So she's like, oh my gosh, I feel amazing. Now I'm stronger in a whole nother way. And she lost some more weight. And then this last month in November, I said to her, let's try getting into our macros a little bit more. So we have these portion controlled containers that I use, that I still love to use today. It's just a no-brainer. It helps me to stay on track. It helps me to check all the boxes. I'm that kind of person that says, tell me what to do and I'll do it. Check the box and move on. And so she posted this morning that she's like, I can't believe that I was so hesitant on using the containers for so long. That she's just continuing to lose weight, continuing to feel strength, and she just feels more in control of her food. Those were her words, that she felt more in control of what she was doing because she had a system, because she had some checkbox to go through and decide, did I do this, right? Like we're always talking about, and this is something that we talk about in our communities a lot, is are you tracking what you're doing, right? Because tracking leaves clues. And if you can't go back and say, I did A, B, and C, then you can't come and say, it's not working for me. I can't lose the weight. I've tried everything. Okay, well, let's start at step one and work ourselves that way, right? Okay, so quick story. And so forgive me for not starting off this way, but for those of you that don't know me, my name is Meggin Anderson, and I have been a wellness expert now for like a decade. It's crazy. I was just saying to my husband the other day, I'm needing to recertify some things, which is super fun because now I'm like, it's going to be easy. It's going to be fun. It's exciting because I love and I'm so interested in nutrition and fitness and helping other women lead healthy and fulfilling lives. And now this year we have the mindset piece, right? And so I'm excited today. I want to kind of cut to the chase and share with you what is exactly that I do inside of our online communities, what the Lift Her Strong Challenge group is going to be about, what you need for equipment to join us, what you can expect, and how much your investment will be. So hang on. If you have questions, drop them below too. If you are lucky enough to be here and participating with me live, I would love to field any questions that you have as we go along the way. Okay, so what is it that I do as a health and wellness professional? So I host online accountability groups, virtual accountability groups that take place off of social media. They're actually in a specific application that we use. I partner with Beachbody On Demand for all of my resources, tools, and products. And I match women with a program that fits their needs and their goals. And then we in turn also max out with the nutrition, any supplementation that needs to, be there as far as aiding in your the process and your success. Put you into the community. So you've got the support, you've got the fitness, you've got the nutrition, and you've got the accountability in the support group. The beauty of these groups is that everything takes place in this private group on your own time and schedule from home. Okay. So I love this. I love that it's convenient. I love that I can say to you, when you tell me I don't have time, I could bet you do. Right. And so that's the beauty of what I do is I help women find the time, create the time in themselves, and do and find their fit life from home. And then we have our online community that we connect with. Okay. So that is essentially what we do. The online community, as I mentioned, takes place in our own private app. So I've got this all started here, ready to go. We are wrapping up our Burn It to Earn It group that closes. The group closes tomorrow. And then our December Lift Her Strong Squad is going to open for prep week this week. Okay, so prep week is going to start, and basically what prep week is it's helping me to get you guys acclimated to get started. So we're going to talk about what you're doing for a fitness program. Come back to that in a second. We're going to be talking about what the nutrition is going to look like and how to get started and sort of work your way through that part. Talk about that in a second. We also talk about, thinking about what time of day do you think you're going to want to work out. With this particular program, you're only going to need about 30, maybe 40 minutes a day. Okay, so thinking about what time of day is going to work best for you in your own schedule. Where you're going to work out. Do you have a dedicated space? Maybe you don't have a gigantic home gym built. By the way, this is not how it started for me. I started in my bedroom and then I went to the basement in the cobwebby, cement basement. So find a space, make a space your own. And I actually did a video last week too about how to create a basic space for yourself and what that could look like with basic equipment, right? So finding a space, getting the lay of the land, logging into the group, right? So getting started, that's what our prep week is about. And then we will all start day one of our Lift More Superblock program on Monday the 4th, okay? So you do need access to the workout, okay? The workout is a traditional weightlifting style program where every day will be like different body part, right? Like chest, legs, back, that kind of scenario, right? But the really cool thing about this program is it incorporates the weightlifting, it incorporates core, and it also incorporates some short HIIT training sprinkled in throughout the week in your program. The cool thing about this program too is that the work and the rest and the recovery is all built into the week. Okay, so you don't have to really think about, well, what days are chest days, what days are back days. You're going to get a calendar to follow that says day 1, do this, day 2, do this, day 3, do this, right? And it is 5 days a week. So that leaves you 2 days to rest or 2 days to incorporate something else that you might like to run or to bike or what have you, right? So that's the general nature of the program. And I love that because it is all built in. Like I wake up in the morning at the crack of dawn, start my morning routine, sip on my pre-workout, read my devotions, my prayers, and then come down, see what the workout, usually I know the night before what I'm doing, but I have a calendar that I'm following. And I look over here because this is where all of my stuff is. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, he can't see. Okay. And so I have my calendars on the wall. I'm ready. I've got notes. I've got things that I'm working. We also have tracking sheets where we track and log what weights we're using so that we can progress. And the workouts are designed to progress you. It's not like you're going to take, some random class at a fitness studio and you're just moving, right? And not that that's a bad thing, but a type of program like this has a progression to it. Week 1 is going to be different than week 2, and week 3 is going to challenge you from week 2, right? So we're thinking about like that, right? 3 weeks of work, 1 week of active recovery. Again, if you saw my stories today, you know what an active recovery week means. It does not mean that we take a week off. It means there's specialized programs that we follow in order to rest and recover and get ready for the next challenge, which I will come back and talk to you about in a couple of weeks for January, okay? We won't go there yet, okay? So the workout, weight training, you need a set of dumbbells. You also need an adjustable bench for this program, okay? So this is something you could take to the gym if this is not something that you have space for at home, but I highly recommend grabbing an adjustable bench. It's just a great asset to your home gym if you're looking to build that, right? And they're not very expensive. I literally could give you links on Amazon's of all different kinds of adjustable benches that we use inside of our communities that have recommended what I'm using, and so have you. There's even ones that you can fold up and like shove under your bed and things like that, right? So if there's a will, there's a way. I would love to have you participate with us, that equipment. Okay. You also are going to need access to the Body Wellness platform, which is where you're going to access the workouts. They're streaming live. I actually use you might be able to see it, my projector, but Amazon. I use Amazon Fire Stick for my workouts, but you can access it from Roku, Apple TV, the Apple TV thing. There's 3 or 4 different ways, but however you'd watch Netflix or Disney or any of those apps is how you would stream the workouts. You can also access them from your website, so you could have it from your mobile device, your phone if you want. Like when I'm traveling, I will pop earbuds in and take my workouts with me to the gym, but you can also access them from a web browser as well. So you're going to need the fitness streaming part of it, okay? I'm also recommending supplements. This month and going into January, we're prioritizing protein. The number one thing I hear from most women that they're stuck or frustrated or not moving forward in their body composition, especially after 40 years old, is that they're not eating enough and they're not eating nearly enough protein, okay? So we're going to focus on that for December, which is why we talk about supplements. Everything's plant-based. Everything is clean. There's no chemicals or additives or fillers. I don't have any of that in my stuff. And it's really sometimes just convenient to have supplements, okay? We don't have to just drink all of our supplements all day long and that's all. We don't eat real food. That's not it at all. It's a supplement because it's supplementing what you're already doing, right? So believe me when I tell you I eat like 4 or 5 meals a day, and then I supplement this protein into my system to meet those needs, okay? I'm telling you, this is crucial. Fueling your body for recovery. If you're struggling with changing your body and you're feeling frustrated with your nutrition and things like that, this is going to be something easy and fun, and I guarantee you're going to love it. And when we implement the container system, you're going to love it even more, okay? So fitness component, nutrition component, mindset is included. Okay. So when you access this body platform, you are also going to have access to some of my favorite mindset consultants. We just partnered with Brendan Bouchard. Not sure if you know who he is. He's like the #1 personal development expert in the world right now. He's the founding creator, of the Growth Day app. So you could actually Google that. You have access to some of that stuff on our app. And I'm so loving that, because when we get started with our program, if you don't have the means and the ability and the resources and the tools to change the 6 inches between your ears first, then nothing else is going to change. When we talk about fitness, when we talk about nutrition, like the work does not start in the kitchen. The work does not start in your workouts. The work starts in your mindset. So in December, we are going to talk all about that stuff. It is really how you view things and how you look at things and what you're thinking about. It's too hard. I'm too tired. There's not enough time, blah, blah, blah. These are all self-limiting beliefs, and we're going to kill those, and we're squash those, and we're going to show you how important it is to put yourself first so that you can be all that you can be for everyone else, your family, your business, your career, all the things, okay? So that's happening inside our December group. Okay, so I told you about what that to expect, 3 weeks of work, 1 week of active recovery. You need the fitness, the nutrition. You're going to have access to everything. Okay, so everything that I'm telling you is going to be included in your pricing. There's actually a couple of different price points just depending on where you want to be. I have a monthly package that I offer, so you could just join us for the 30 days, see how it goes, and don't make a commitment beyond that, and then you can re-up for January. But it's sort of like a great place to start because you're like, I don't really know if it's going to work for me, if I'm going to like it, right? And then so it's a short-term commitment. So I have monthly commitment pricing. The monthly commitments start at $99 and go up from there. And that gives you your some of your supplements and different things we can kind of get into. And I feel like sometimes I customize it for people just depending on what they need. But there will be some basic caveats I'll have you guys start with. But that monthly price is about $99, and that's a good entry level price to get started with us. Okay, and then we've got a quarterly pricing, and then I've also got an annual membership. So you could subscribe to the platform for a full year and then just purchase the supplements as you need them, right? You're never locked into anything. You're never stuck with anything, right? So if we decide we have a conversation and you're like, okay, look, I want to start with the supplements. I do want to start with the post-workout recover so I can make sure that I'm not sore, because you will be. But then you decide in month 2, this wasn't really working for me. I don't really like it that much. You don't have to keep consuming it, right? I do not want you to keep things that you're not going to consume and enjoy and love, and that's going to work for you, right? And we've got a lot of different things that we offer depending on what your needs are too. Our signature Shakeology happens to be on sale right now for Cyber Week, so that is something and a component that we can talk about as well. Just again, depending on where you are in the spectrum, I am going to be recommending certain benchmarks. You do have to have access to the programs. You do have to have access to a protein recover is my number one choice for that. And because there's lots of snacking around the holiday season, I do often recommend our beach bars, which are great to just throw in your purse, but have protein in them and help satisfy those sugar cravings, those like cookie cravings. We've got like a Girl Scout cookie flavor and a peanut butter chocolate one. And anyhow, again, plant-based, all clean ingredients and things like that. Okay. All right. Where are we? So about 20 minutes in. Okay, you guys. So how do you get started? So I am going to drop, let me see. I probably should have had this available already. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, that link died. Okay. Let's go into a different app. And I'm going to drop the link. I'm going to drop the link for you guys because the first step if you're interested in being a part of our community is filling out my online form. This will essentially, I can't talk and things at the same time, right? Oh my goodness. Sorry. I'm looking for this here. Yay. I think I found it. Okay. It is my group accountability form. And so really the really cool thing about this form is it just will allow me to learn a little bit more about you and your goals, and kind of get the ball started on like what your specific concerns are. It just helps me to learn a little bit more about you, and so that we can kind of customize what it is that you might need for December in the Strong Squad group. So I dropped that link. So that's your first step, is to fill out that link. to learn more. It's not a commitment of any kind. It really just puts you into my email inbox and starts a conversation about your goals, about your needs, and to make sure that this is a good fit for you and that you have the equipment that you need to get started. And then we can take it to the next step from there. We'll just have a conversation through email or over the phone about the details, the commitments, and just get you set up. So all the really cool things is we can just do everything online as far as links, get you set up. I connect you to the community. Another really amazing thing that I do for all of my clients, which is a little bit over and above what most partners do for their clients, is I have a weekly email that goes out with a grocery list and sample menu. You do have access to a ton of recipes and a cooking channel and more resources that you could ever imagine on the wellness platform, but I do also do things over and above inside of our community. I come in with daily inspiration, daily action items. We're tracking, we're logging. I do prizes. I do step up over accountability, and I do come in and coach you guys throughout the month. We are really going to work on making sure that we are navigating the holidays in the most healthiest way, and that includes enjoying all the things that the holidays have to bring as well. So I want you guys to know that when you join our challenge, that yes, we're going to be working on these components, and we are going to be tracking, and we are going to be working on ourselves because we want to make changes. Like, why else would we join a group if we don't want to make changes in our body and our health, right? But I also want to show you that you can have your cake and eat it too scenario, right? And what that looks like. And we'll be talking about navigating through the holidays, and then we'll be ready to jumpstart into the January season and really get after it. So I'm excited about that. So number one, fill out that form. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you're already all set up, I can't wait to see you in the group. The group opens tomorrow. So I'll be getting everybody in there this week, and we'll be working on prep, and I'm excited. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. If you have questions, again, drop them below, fill out that form.